Hi, I'm Kat Miller, and today we're going to be doing a chainmail project. Now you might be saying, well, I'm not a 15th century knight. My need for chainmail is pretty limited. Well, that may be so, but you can use the same technique to make a bracelet like this, or like this. So you can do some pretty cool jewelry stuff with this technique. So let's take a look. You're going to need 2 pairs of pliers. These are basically needle nose jewelry size pliers. The internet has them in abundance. And then we're going to have some jump rings. So these are tiny, tiny little rings. Let me grab one. These are 1/8 of an inch and 20 gauge. Kind of like that. These, again, the internet can provide. And these are copper, so they're very cheap. And what we're going to do first is we are going to close a bunch of these. So what these are is basically a piece of wire that was wound around a cylinder and then cut. So they all move. You can open them up, make them wide, or you can close them. So the first thing we're going to do is take about 10 of these and close them up. So take your pliers, just work it back and forth until everything's in line and you've basically got what looks like one smooth ring. Now I've done about 10 of these to get us started. Okay, the first thing I want you to do is to take one of the rings that you haven't closed yet and open it up. Okay? And then we're going to take 4 of these closed rings and just pop them on there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, great. And now close that ring that's open. Again, you just sort of work it back and forth until it's nice and closed. Okay. Now we're going to lay it out, and this is the most important part. You need to lay it out so that it's nice and flat. And once you got it looking right, see here it's flat, we've got 2 rings on each side and they're going the same direction, so that's what we want to do. We're going to take another ring, one of our non-closed rings, we're going to open it up. And then we're going to put it through 2 rings just the way they are, laying there, just like that. Okay? And we're going to add 2 more rings to it. 1, 2, and close it up. Okay. So once again, we're going to lay it out flat. So this is going to be the width of our bracelet. Okay? So it's going to be these 3 rings wide with sort of 2 rings in the center. And now this is the basis for our project. So now all we need to do is start building it out. So this is going to be the same basic idea. We're going to take a ring. We're going to open it up. And again, leaving our chain flat where it is right now, we're just going to try to pick up the rings sort of as they're lying there so that we can see the direction they're supposed to be, like that. Add 2 more rings. And then close the existing ring. All right. So after every time you add a ring, you want to make sure to flatten it out again, make sure that it's still making sense. Okay? So you can kind of see where we're going here. We're going to put another ring right here, and then 1 more ring onto that is going to complete this row. So again, take 1 more ring, open it up, pass it through. Yep. Slippery little sucker. Okay. Pass it through. Add 1 more ring. Close it up. And then lay it flat, make sure it still makes sense. Just kind of move the rings until they lay flat, like that. And so you see we've added another row here. And the same technique, you can just keep building out until you get something longer like this. Okay, so it takes about an hour to build out something long enough to be a bracelet. You're going to want to put some sort of clasp on the end of it, at the end of that, and you've got yourself a nice piece of jewelry. So have fun.